muting you, Rob. I'm sorry,
Rob is being
but
muted.
Okay.
Rob is being muted. Now, let's see. Welcome, everyone, to The Gamery. I am your host, EC Bond, and tonight we are doing something very special for you. We are going to be streaming a live game of Vampire Rivals over Tabletop Simulator, and with me, as always, my co-host, Ravyes.
How's it going?
What's up, man? We have other people right now that can hear us and on the stream, but we're still getting the game set up. I just didn't want to leave you guys hanging for so long without anything to listen to. And we're teaching everyone how to mute Rob on Discord. Not in life, just in Discord, because we do like hearing Rob's commentary, but we don't want him to distract from the players as they get down with what they're doing. So this is the third time I believe we've done commentary for a Tabletop Simulator Rivals game. What you'll hear is Rob and I giving a little bit of color and background to the game being played, but you'll also hear the table talk of the players discussing their turn and what they would like to do. And I believe we have a player joining us right now, the great Shamir Queen. We are live right now. I just want to give you a fair warning.
I don't know if anyone can hear me, but I cannot hear anything.
We can hear
we can
you.
hear you though.
The entire world can hear
Live. Coming to you.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Oh, she went away.
Someone who doesn't know they're being recorded.
I know, this is great. I think it's illegal in certain states, so we have to worry about that. But other than that, we're just waiting for her to get her microphone set up. Looks like all the players are in. While we're doing this, let me go ahead around the table and just introduce people. We have, okay, Damien. I don't know how to say your
Oh,
name.
it's just scientist spelled with a psi instead of
Oh,
regular spelling.
like
Spelling.
scientist. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Cause I'm not, I'm not as sharp as a real scientist.
Oh, you sound pretty.
Just,
Oh,
just sad.
no, no, don't be like that. It sounds like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and the robot with actual human emotions that was played by Alan Rickman. No?
Mm,
All right, we'll move on.
that's,
So,
I'll take it as a compliment.
there, as you should, as you should.
Thank you.
So
Spoken like a
this,
real Alan Rickman right there.
so David is playing scientist. Let's go ahead and take a look at his table. Damien, or scientist, excuse me. What deck are you playing tonight?
Oh man, you want me to reveal everything to other
Ooh,
players
that's true. I
already?
don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. Never mind. I don't. No, you're
I
right. This
mean,
is
I
a
can
very
tell you
exclusive game.
I'll tell you that it's a deck that, like most of my decks didn't take, I didn't spend a long time making.
Mm.
But unlike most other decks that I played, this one is based on something I've seen before. So, I know I have, I can be more or less certain that at least half of it works.
I like
So,
it. I like it. You
yeah.
know, honestly, when it comes to me and building decks, I've decided to just go to Rivals database and look at already built decks and just see kind of like what I want to change or tweak from that. Um, it seems to kind of help build a stronger deck just having a good foundation.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I should probably just do that and like look what people are doing just as a,
Yeah.
learning thing.
Like what cards
And
are kind of being played with what clans, what leaders, and stuff like
mhm.
that. Rob, what do you think about that?
I think that's a good idea. Going to the database is a good idea, but also just you can't beat playing with people, see what works, experience, uh, figuring out what you like to play too. Because sometimes you'll see something written out, it doesn't make sense, and it's hard to play. It's better to play something you understand. So you definitely
That's a
want to play
good
with
point.
something a lot of times, not just based off a recipe.
Compelling.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I've seen a lot of decks win that I don't necessarily like to play, but they're very good and strong decks, and I think that's the beauty of this game. It's very dynamic. There's a lot of avenues to win. It's really, I don't know, maybe in a few years we'll be able to determine your personality by the type of deck you like to play.
Oh,
Wouldn't
I
that
already
be
can.
terrifying? Oh,
Yeah.
can you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
hear my person. It's a loser is the personality. That's what my deck says.
Is that Drew speaking?
That is Drew.
All right, then let's go ahead and take a look over at Drew's table. Drew, are you sitting? Where are you sitting? I don't. Oh wait, yes, now I know. because Drew is playing under the name of um, Vigenta. Yeah, just regular old Vigenta. This is great.
Because
My
he's a
favorite
gent.
favorite color.
Yeah,
He's a gent. I like that. He's a gent.
it's a color. How'd you do, man? How you doing, bro?
I am good. I'm excited to play this deck. I feel that it is disruptive, dynamic,
Mm.
agile,
Mm.
um, as vivacious as a deck full of vampires can be.
Ooh, it's like a
So,
thesaurus. Look at this.
That's
I love it.
good adjectives.
Yeah. I know Drew personally, and I know that he's my favorite person in the whole wide world. He's a very cool dude. And I actually, to be serious, like your the decks that you've built, I really like. They inspire me. I'm still trying to work out a Thin Bloods deck. Actually, Ravyes and I were sitting around the other night, and we were talking about a way to build a Thin Blood deck using Most Impressive, and Ravyes was just a dream killer. And what I was thinking, like he was just like, "This isn't gonna work." Go ahead, tell him what you're telling me.
Yeah. Well, what I was telling you is that it's one of the worst agendas in the entire game.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Uh,
it.
yeah, and like there. Sorry, but there's no there. Um, no shade to the developers of the game, but that one was a bit of a miss. I think when you have a 1 point a turn basic, it's just with no other extra ways to make more.
Should
Well,
we hit this first player button?
Oh, have we have
Uh-oh.
Tremere Queen? Is she in?
Oh, nope, never mind. I lied.
Yeah, that's who we're waiting for. Is just Tremere Queen to get jumped in. Actually, Ravias, why don't you reach out to her and see if she's having more problems? Maybe we need to sub her in, sub someone else
Uh,
in for her.
well, we'll see. I think
Okay.
we should be able to get in there. She's just probably logging in.
So for most
yeah.
impressive, I have it pulled up on the stream right now. At the start of your turn, if your BP in the streets is higher than each individual foe's BP in the streets, gain one agenda. And for some reason, that appealed to me. But Rob was very clear on why it wouldn't work.
Yep. It sounds cool. I think.
What was the drawback? The fact that Thin Bloods are anything but impressive.
That's fair. I mean, the idea was that you're only going to get one agenda per turn, and in order to keep that kind of dominance on the table, it would be ridiculous. It would be too hard to do. Like you would have everyone's going to have. I think what was the average BP in the streets? Rob was like maybe 10 or 9, something like that. Like you'd have a 6, maybe a 5, and a 3. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we sort of worked that out. Like, let's say you did 12. You get 6 on the first turn. You try to do like 11 on the second turn. Maybe you do 12, and then maybe you could get. Yeah. Go ahead.
No? Hello? Did we lose someone?
Did Drew mute me already?
I don't think so.
I don't want to step on Rob. I can't hear him, so while we're not playing, it's
This is
kind of
gonna be
difficult
good.
for me to
Oh,
chime
that
in
is
and out.
good. That
Yep.
is good. Yeah, let's go ahead and unmute Rob until the game starts. I just want to make sure everyone knows how to mute Rob once we start the stream, because I want him to be able to talk without you guys getting distracted by his amazing color commentary.
Yeah. Listen, it's not a stream without some tech diffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we'll be
I've
all right.
missed Rob's beautiful voice already.
Hello.
Same here. Okay.
You just missed me talking crap on Most Impressive. One of the worst agendas I think that was ever printed.
Yeah, we were I remember we were talking about it
Mhm.
along with a bunch of other cards that are not so
Right.
stellar.
Yeah, I think all the agendas that net you 1 per turn at most are suboptimal to say the least.
Yeah, I just don't see how you can make it work. If it had some other
Mhm.
way to get extra
Mhm.
agenda, it could be played like even turf war, let's say,
Yeah.
right? That gives you multiple ways to get points. It's still tough,
Mhm.
but there's something there, right? Like you can
Yep.
you can average 3, 4, maybe. Most impressive, there's I don't see how you could possibly make more than 3 a turn, and that's if you're using both your actions for points, and that's just not easy to do.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I just don't see how it's playable. And I kind of wonder what happened with the design. I kind of wonder if it was a more powerful card and they nerfed it. Sometimes it happens in design. But we'll see.
I have an alternative story for it. And that story is that if you win with it, it's truly impressive. So it's just kind of tossing that up.
Wow, I didn't think about that. But that's right.
Point.
It is if you can win a game with most impressive, that is most impressive.
Most impressive.
I do want to say we have some comments in the chat from Richard G, saying that the greatest agenda, sir, by far, is drain them slowly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Greatest agenda since drain them slowly. That's correct. These two are in the top tier. They are S tier agendas.
S tier.
They're S tier if S tier meant playing the game on hard mode. That's basically what those two agendas will give you.
So
why would you run like the agenda that has slowly in its name? You're gonna slowly try and win the game.
That is fair. That is fair. Rob, I think in the interest of time, we're gonna have to have you jump in.
No problem. Somebody send Tremere Queen a sorry. We'll catch up with her.
Yeah.
And I will jump then into her spot. No problem at all. I love playing this game. I don't know if you knew that. Let me see if I can do that quickly. Change color to yellow. Going to clear her cards. So sorry, Tremere Queen. We love you. Going to delete those objects, saved objects. Oh boy, what do I want to run?
Oh, now it's a big decision of what he's going to be running in this game.
I know.
I do have all the agendas pulled up that you can see. Drain them slowly, which was mentioned by Richard G. When a character you attack takes +1 non-aggravated damage but is not defeated, gain 1 agenda. In other words, if you slap someone and they don't die, then you gain a point, which kind of seems pointless. Doesn't really do that much, Just, yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Drain them slowly. It's not a great agenda.
Drain them slowly means you can gain 2 agenda points at most on your turn. So it's like, I don't think it gets worse than that.
Yeah, puts a literal ceiling on your potential.
Here's my reason why it's slightly better than most impressive. Theoretically, in a future game state, there could be more multi vampire hits, right? And I think you could possibly get more than 1 point a turn in that case, right? So let's say you did a drive-by. Would that give you multiple points off of this?
Nope, because it only gives you 1 for a character you attack. So I think the wording...
Does that mean for each character, or... Right? Because if you... but you're not attacking each one. Oh my gosh, yeah, never mind.
Yep.
No, yeah, it's just as bad.
I mean, the only way I can see it doing anything is like you actually just say what it does. You do what it says, right? You drain them slowly, you just keep on attacking, and then you kill them, and then you win by KO. That's, I think, the only way.
But unfortunately, there's already better ways to do that, right?
Yep.
So like
exactly.
prize fighter, turf war already rewards you for being aggressive. And are better, like flat out.
Yep.
So that's the trouble.
It doesn't incentivize you to like not kill your opponent,
It doesn't incentivize you to play it. I think that's basically it.
I think the idea they were going for, the home of the deck, would be in prestige drain decks. Drain them slowly, prestige drain. Because a lot of those effects, you just have to hit them. Like Demand Obedience, you just got to hit them while they got 2 dudes in the party. And they lose the 2 prestige.
Oh, I love
Backhanded Compliment. You don't want to defeat them because you get so much drain if you do like 4 damage and it doesn't defeat them.
Right.
That's a good point.
Actually,
I like that thought.
Yeah.
I like that thought, but I still feel like prestige drain decks want to race on points as a secondary, and it feels like there's other better ones. So like for Prestige Drain, I would imagine even like the conspiracy one would be more interesting because let's say you're gonna want to maybe run what's the conspiracy that drains
Whispering
Whispering.
campaign.
Bearing
Yeah.
campaign.
And something like that. So I see what you're saying, and yeah, now that I look at it, that might have been the design idea, but
Yeah, I feel like you can just put in a passive agenda gain like any other one and still do that.
right. Like it doesn't actually help you with your prestige drain, unfortunately. So yeah, I hear what you're saying, but yeah, it's a tough one. All right, are we ready to get first player?
Oh yeah, we are absolutely
Click that
ready to get
button.
first
It is.
player.
It's flip vampires is the first step actually.
First vampires is
Yeah.
the first step. So let me go ahead and let's
Yup.
get this started, boys and girls. If you have stuck out with the stream this long and you've been waiting
Ooh.
in
Oh no.
anticipation
Oh,
for this
no.
game of Vampire Rivals, boys, I am building this up. You have to meet it. You have to at least clear the bar. Vampire Rivals on the Gamery. I'm your host, EC Bon. Our players tonight are Drew, Scientist, Mitch, and Ravyes. Gentlemen, flip your vampires and take it away.
So
Didn't
we
you say
do
that you
have-
found this deck on DB or something? Is that what you said?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I saw somebody playing something similar, and I thought I would give it a try.
Was it me?
No, it actually was not you. It was, I believe, Hong.
Ooh, you're playing Hong's deck. I do
Oh
enjoy
yeah,
his
yeah.
playing.
He runs that as well.
He does run
So
a
I
very
just
powerful
sat down
Tremere
at a
deck.
table of Tremere, which means I'm
Okay,
in for a good game.
so
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do
should we
already
bid for
have-
the?
Oh yeah, we have to bid before
Have to
opening
bid.
hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, your first bid.
Okay, so I guess I will. Can I look at the rest of the vampires I have there and just
Yeah, you
see
should-
what my
right. You can look at it,
secondary choice would be?
just
Okay.
shuffle after.
Looks like Scientist is going to be our first player, depending on.
Okay, I guess I will bid 2.
Two is
Two, oh my.
two's. I would say it's about average for when you really want a vampire.
What just happened?
I will bid 0. Go ahead and have
Zero.
her.
Okay.
Okay.
Two gets it.
Fine.
Oh,
I'll
this is a
remove 2.
tough choice. I have yet to do this, and I didn't think anyone ran Tremere like this. Oh,
So remember
Tremere.
that you got to pull out
yeah.
Sonya, right? And then I always forget. How does it work now?
Yeah, so then you pull out Sonya, you choose your secondary guy, and then you shuffle the rest and draw from the ones that you've shuffled, and then you
And-
shuffle Sonya back in.
Right. Okay.
I think I'm gonna pick Faith.
Okay.
So
That's a
responding,
bold
have
choice.
Faith.
responding to
Faith.
Lunar's chat, 2 Sonyas. That's
That
right.
is
I
a
have
small
not seen that
vampire.
before.
But maybe it'll work.
Based on the new ruling when it comes to playing 2 vampires at the same class, what happens is they re-put those vampires back in their deck afterwards. So they want to shuffle it back in after they've picked their new vampire. It's a weird way of doing it, but it's basically designed so you don't have to get stuck with your leader.
Alejandro?
Alejandro.
Lorenzo?
Lorenzo's not the one.
Yeah.
Alejandro's the one.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. I can survive it. I can deal. Let
I'm
me
still
know
playing
when we're
this
ready
one.
Chantry
to
gross.
ready for rivals.
Click that button.
Rich
do
is
it.
saying bid 4 for that. Bid 4 for Sonya. Wow.
Ugh.
Ooh boy.
Okay, so it's a bow tie, right? Yeah.
So Scientist is going after. Looks like they're going across the table.
Right. City deck. Awesome.
Shuffling the city deck. Looks like we have
Okay, that's interesting.
Drew is
Yep.
going after.
Let's put a thing on that.
No. Oh yeah.
Hmm.
So for those playing at home, the rivals are going across
Action
the table
one.
from each other.
It's going to be Velvet. Anybody have Velvet? No.
Oh, it looks like Ravyes has the first player token. Playing out Alejandro and Velvet. Look, we have a knowledge is power deck here.
Streets. And
Second action in the streets.
I'll attack the student with biting comment.
Burning a biting comment early on.
Nobody has Dragon's Wrist, right?
Nope.
Grab a point. Take a damage.
Looks like he's not going to eat him.
And
Alejandro's
moving
ability
to
does not trigger.
mending. I'll mend one.
What's this?
And then
Clairvoyance is in
sad, no
this deck.
sad, and draw.
If I get a chance, I'll try to pull
Go ahead.
Clairvoyance up on the rack up here. Moving over to Scientist's turn with Sonia. One to bid with 2. There were 2 Sonias in this
Okay,
game.
I will recruit. And I'll go into the street.
So we have a Hecata vampire up. Former Giovanni clan.
I'm going to
Sonia's in
grab the
streets.
vagrant.
Sonia
No, I'll grab the athlete.
grabbing the
with,
athlete with another
biting
biting
comment.
comment. These guys do not want to hit anyone's blood pool or prestige pool.
Also
Sonia
lose
did not
one.
use the ability, by the way, just so we're clear. Sonia could have changed the blood out on Alejandro or Velvet, but looks
Good
like
strategy.
he's not playing against Ravyes.
I guess I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Get your
Going
point.
to the draw.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Let's move over here.
Okay.
Bruno.
Flip
Oh,
City.
sorry, I forgot to.
I'm gonna blood draw on your turn.
Okay, do you guys mind if I do the Sonya ability at the start of the turn?
Oh, it's a force trigger, so we have to go back and do it.
Okay, so I'll put one of mine on Alejandro.
Going after Alejandro. Called it.
And then
Okay.
and then I lose one. Is that right?
And okay, go ahead.
Bruno Wagner, one of my favorite characters of all time. Drew is up. Playing the Madhouse with Bruno. This is a
Interesting.
conspiracy.
All right, first action. We'll play Lolita.
Interesting. Let's see what Drew's got up his sleeve here. Hey, anyone in the chat, if I'm moving this camera out too much, just go ahead and drop it in there. I'll slow it down. So we have Bruno and Lolita on a haven with the Madhouse. What is he doing?
Second
here?
action is to go into the street.
Doing a little bit of
Third action
housekeeping.
is to
Still second action.
make a social attack against the addict.
No
Losing
dragon
one.
through some play, so it should be fine.
Faulty logic. 3. Take the addict. I'll attach and draw.
He should not have had a prestige from that because that was not a face down card. I don't think he did, but we'll find out. See if the players noticed it. Now we're going to the city deck.
Okay.
They've moved these around.
Second action, final action, I will mend 1.
Not an action, just a
Oh,
minute.
I'm gonna do a blood draw.
Knowledge is power blood draw for Ravyes.
No sad. I will draw 2.
It's actually a university library. It's
All
his
right,
haven
sounds good.
ability. Here comes the flip.
Sad.
There's the
Sad.
sad.
Now these guys are moving through this deck.
All right,
quickly.
are we? The pit was errated recently. Are we playing with it? The errata where I get the unhosted versus the hosted.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
clear
we'll
this
play with
up.
the errata.
And Rob has done it for
love
me,
a
so I
errata.
don't even need to jump in. Look at that. That's why he's a good
It is
host.
fair. First action is I'm going to recruit Big Doc.
It's just a regular Doc. He's not that
Doc's
big.
always good.
No offense to any doctors out there.
Second action, I'm going to
Going out to the street. He's playing the pit, so he's got another.
I'm going to
action.
send him out and grab a vagrant, losing a blood doing so.
Losing a blood because I believe we do
That's
have
good.
protests in the streets. Going after a mortal does cost you a blood. Paid a blood to get a vagrant. He played the Haven, the pit, so he does have another action.
And then third action, because of the pit, I will draw from library.
Taking a draw for that third action.
I will blood draw.
University Library with the Knowledge is Power blood draw for Ravyes.
Mending,
Mending.
I will do no mending. Vagrant takes sad damage.
Jared Baker in the chat thinks Big Doc is actually the name.
Turn
Can't
counter.
argue
And
with the
that's 2
fan.
for turn.
Like what in the heck?
2
Is it sad?
sads.
This is gone.
No longer protests in the streets. There is a vagrant. 2 sads out.
All
Let's go ahead and
right.
check with Rob.
Action 1. The smoke. Anybody have smoke?
Smoke them if you got them.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. All right. Streets. Going to Alejandro Lopez, and I'm going to eat the vagrant.
That's going to trigger
That
Alejandro's ability.
gets me 2 blood. It gets me a draw, and it gets me to a 1-pointer. Flipping my agenda. Big surprise.
What?
How is he getting
Now
one agenda
moving to
from the
mending.
vagrant?
I'm going to
Let's see if the players catch this, but I don't believe he gets
Going
an
to
agenda
mend.
point from the vagrant. Protests in the streets. Hunger
do
is
no
not
mending,
out. He ate a
and I'm
vagrant.
going
There should be no
to
reason why he's
then
getting a
move
point.
to end of turn effects. Smoke's going to stand Alejandro. Then sad. I'll do 1 here.
I take that back. Now I know why. Because
I'll do
knowledge
2
is
on-
power. He has a
no, I'll
certain
do
number
1
of
here.
cards
1 here.
in his hand that is getting him that
So
agenda.
3 left on Velvet and 2 left on Smoke. Then moving to draw. 2 from here. Go ahead.
2 agenda for Ravyes. Let's move over to the
Prince of
scientist.
the
Zach
city.
Saunders in the street. See if he uses that
Wow.
ability.
Fairly
Dibs.
early, Prince.
Ooh, Prince of the City for
Would you say that
San
you own that?
Francisco.
True. It's yours.
I call dibs.
Right.
I mean, I don't know we can respect what that means.
Two is the only venture here, which means he does get first crack at that Prince of the City. In my mind, in the meta.
First thing, I will switch 1 blood on. Let me think actually if I'm going to do it on Alejandro or not.
Still picking Alejandro. Knowledge's power is a
I might
dangerous
do
deck
it
if left
on
unlocked.
Doc.
What did Doc do to you? Come on, you already took away his leader.
Yeah, big Doc.
I don't know.
You gotta stop Alejandro
still,
fast.
Still
He's
my
gonna-
rival. That's a good point, though. Yeah.
Yeah, never listen to your rival. They're always
Okay,
going to complain.
I'll do it this time, but don't count on it on future turns.
I disagree with this
Okay.
play. He should have gone in for his rival. There's no reason going to Alejandro. Very dangerous deck. Knowledge is power, but still, the object of the game is to beat your rival. Let's check back in. Still waiting for the first action. Sonia and Bianca Giovanni. Looks like the rituals. We could see a lot of rituals here.
Got 5 on her.
Scientist in deep thought. I'm down to my last gulp of wine.
Man, this is weird, but
Richard G. Big Doc gonna
I might try to
die.
claim Prince. Let me think. Does that make sense?
Definitely a bold strategy.
That's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah. Be a little too bold. Okay, I will not try to claim Prince. I will exhaust and I'll do what? Man, sorry, not
He's conflicted now. I think
playing a
that
deck that is kind of new to me is definitely going to slow me down, but I'll try to
Take your
not
time.
slow down too
Take
much.
your time. You're playing
Okay, I'll play 1.
Only rituals here. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, 1 and 1 here.
Gonna gain
And
a hosted
I'll
action if
play
this is
the
a
2
ritual.
from Alejandro. Sorry, I meant to pick up those. Yeah, sorry about that. And I will play a ritual. Defense of the Sacred Haven.
Ooh, going for defense of
4.
Sacred Haven.
Most you can put on there is 3.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Tremere rituals have a cap. You can only put 3 on them. The Givani or Hekata rituals, I should say, have unlimited
as I said.
blood that you put on there.
Still new. Okay, and then
Don't
flip
worry, I
this.
play this deck a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Yeah.
help.
Got +1 secrecy in the
And
Haven.
again, an unhosted action, and I'll draw a vampire. And I will still have to take sad, I suppose.
While he's debating his sad, I'll let the players know that he did do a Tremere ritual with only 1 Tremere
In which
vampire.
case, I might want to
Thaumaturgy, which
land.
means that cost him 2 actions to put out.
Yeah, I will.
His agenda, those at 3. He's still in line with the table, so
I'll
he's
mend
good.
1 on. I'll mend 1 here, and then
Looks
I
like
have to
he's-
take 2, so I'll take 1 and 1.
Looks like he's using that unhosted action.
Yep,
Oh, he's mending.
seems about
Forgiveness.
right.
Looks like
Okay, and then I'll draw 2 cards.
Let's
I'll
go to the city
draw 1
deck.
here, and I'll draw 1 here.
Here
Go ahead.
comes
Okay,
Drew with his
Gonna
flip
flip city deck.
skateboarder. Gnarly, dude.
Gonna return to my haven.
Bruno Wagner.
Gonna immediately go back onto the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh no!
Yep, game's over. Game
Going
have
into
you
the
done?
void instead of the streets.
What have you done?
so G is my thing, and I need to change that.
Okay,
Welcome to the party, ladies and
you've
gentlemen.
just
That's not the right card.
gone into some sort of nether realm of TGS.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
keep
Lord,
doing
yeah.
it one
Did
more
it
time, guys.
again.
One more time.
So my first action was going to be to draw this anyway. So I'm going to draw this and save us the trouble of that.
Okay, so there's only 1 left, so it's like you don't have to shuffle.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
All right. That's a heavy vampire strategy. You got a lot of vampires in your hand.
Did you draw 2 cards this turn?
Oh boy,
He's just gonna keep cycling that Bruno.
it's getting real. Oh
Oh,
gosh,
Street Preacher.
I'm gonna just not help because I think I'm hurting.
I'm just weirded out by how this is even happening.
So here's what everybody knows but doesn't talk about. In any
Mhm.
stream with Tabletop Simulator is a player. Is a character itself, and sometimes it just decides to mess with you. And I think that's what's going on now. The
I
ghosts
see.
are getting back at us for something. They're making Drew miserable. And here.
Okay. I'm going to show you that. and wonder if you want to help me with that.
Something's happening.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
Something happened. We missed it. Something got shown. Oh, a conspiracy.
I don't have the best draw to really. You know, why not? I will contribute 1 to that.
Ooh, I love it. I love it.
'Cause I already know what you're gonna do with that. So.
Sorry. Can you flip it and bring the card out?
Oh yeah, you put it into my zone, and
Okay, I'm gonna show you this. Zeitgeist.
So you can also do, I think, like a Shift Alt.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I don't want to overcomplicate things.
I think the 3 of us go in on this, and yeah, you could pop it this turn, right?
100%.
Yeah.
There's politics.
I wish I could help, but with my current prestige, I don't feel like I can afford it.
Scientist is not
I'm hitting him with
to
it
that
then.
conspiracy.
No, I'm not. Give me your prestige.
Ricky G is responding.
You can get one of mine for that.
The wraiths are out.
Okay, then I'm gonna pitch Velvet. As per Madhouse.
Yep.
That's how I played it.
Nice.
Looks like we have a conspiracy here with 3 prestige on it.
Do we go after the non-contributor, the freeloader? No, we don't. Do that.
No.
Yeah, don't forget that I bid 2, so.
Whoa, destroyed.
You didn't have to bid 2.
I don't know. You know, actually, I don't know if I had to or not, since I don't have enough experience with the deck to really be able to, like,
okay,
figure
discard
that out.
2.
It's 3, I believe. Where is it?
Yeah. Oh, 3. Yeah, discard 3.
3 cards.
3 cards.
So Drew is hitting.
Burn in the library.
Yep, hitting Knowledge's power rather hard. 3 cards is devastating to that deck because it needs to get to 10 library cards in order to hit.
Is that the name of your deck? Fahrenheit something 451 or?
That's a good name. It's currently unnamed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now for the hard part.
That was the first action.
2 damage. Then I'm gonna draw 2.
No, the draw was his action.
Are you running the conspiracy agenda by any chance?
Negative.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Just wanted to make sure you're not forgetting, if that was the case.
Oh,
did you draw 2?
Vampire.
I did draw 2.
Cool.
Let's go to the city deck.
Meeting at Alcatraz. Send those leaders out.
No, it's not good for Alejandro.
See, leaders are in different parties. Interesting.
Big Doc and Faith Gray. Faith Gray is in Alcatraz, so
now I know I just, helped you out a little bit with that.
Not quite sure what this deck is doing. Mitch is playing it rather close to the chest.
Faith will be making a mental attack.
First attack of the game. On another player, I'm assuming.
A mental attack against Lolita with a card.
Ooh, here we go. Let's get into some violence. Okay. And Drew, quick with the card out to respond.
Cool.
And defense.
Take none.
Lose 2 prestige. Looks like they're...
Okay.
Wait a minute. No. There's no dominate here. He played Demand Obedience would require 2 dominate in order for the lose 2. There's no dominate in this party. That was I don't know what just happened. Mitch is playing a mind game. Sanity defense blocked all the damage. Nothing happened there. Just a wasted action.
Doc will also make a mental attack against Lolita.
Going in
no
big.
Card.
Here we go. I like it. Lolita has
One for the kill.
But looks like...
Okay, yeah, get her.
Cool.
Interesting. All right, it's an interesting strategy. Doc goes in. Big Doc goes in for 2 mental damage.
See that scientist?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Putting
Yep,
them right
it
into
is scary.
Core. Bruno's the
This
only one out
this
there.
is what I can't stand about this other deck over here. We'll see. We'll see if this slows down at all.
Interesting bit. This was a non-rival attack.
Well, right now I'm not point leader. I want to point that out. Point leader is right here.
I will discard
With 3, come on.
to mend up Dock.
Looks like we're going to mending.
Vagrant.
So let's see the city deck.
Go for 1.
I think Ravyes' Dog's power deck is severely handicapped by the 3-card discard from Destroy Plans.
Yeah, we'll go 1 and 1 for sad.
But he definitely got help from Mitch by
And
going
then
after
that's my
his
2.
rival. Not sure what's happening. Here comes a flip. Another Vagrant. Not a lot of events, which means that all the events are coming up next.
Streets. Alejandro, intimidation on the skateboarder. Eat it.
Getting the point and the
Draw
draw.
a card. Dose points.
2 points. 1 for the skateboarder. 1 for Knowledge's Power.
Puts me up to 6.
Jared Baker, Big Doc, is the protagonist of this game.
3. I think that's it, right? So I should have 5 of my own.
Kind of the wild card so far. Don't really know what Big Doc's doing.
Oh yeah, you took all yours. Okay. 6 of my own. House action 1.
Alejandro does his thing. Smoke's going to stand him up. Let's see what's going to happen next.
Action 2.
Took Smoke right
Mental
in my
block.
camera frame.
I'm going to mental block.
Don't know what that means.
Who's going to be my biggest? It's got to be you.
Don't know who he's talking to.
Mental blocking you.
Oh.
You can't
Ooh.
play a Spirit's Touch. I don't know how good that is against you. I think that might be a dud. Or maybe it's bad. I don't know.
Oh, hopefully I
But
I think
nobody
it
can.
depends.
Nobody can play Spirit's Touch. If you wanted to, you can't. And that is my second action and an extra action. Mending.
Let's see if I can grab. Where is it? Over here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to grab this Spirit's Touch card.
Let's do let's do no mending, and then standing Alejandro with smoke, drawing. I gotta take sad. I'm gonna take
No,
1
mental block. These are
and 1,
not in alphabetical order.
and then I'm gonna draw 2. And go ahead.
City deck says
Fun card.
cable car accident.
All right, we're just going to move on. Just going to
No
move
one
on.
go home.
Sorry,
No,
people
no
at
one goes
home.
home. Yep, that's fine. They're definitely worse.
Want to get more wording on that mental block card,
Big
but
dislike.
didn't want to miss the action. Sonia and Scientist goes
This.
up.
Don't forget the Sonya's ability.
Oh
Right
yes, that's right. Thank you.
Interesting. Rivals helping each other. What is going on? They do have time. These guys are just playing too nice.
Okay. We've got 4. We've got 6.
You could just kill that smoke. It's always a beautiful thing.
He cannot spend
I
the
don't
last
think
one though.
I can kill him.
Unless he has like the extinguish Vitae card, cannot kill smoke with that.
Yep.
Left. But if you did have Vitae, right into
I'm going
right
to
to torture.
put 1 on faith.
Okay. I'm lagging. There we go.
Okay, I can't
Alright,
be
oh, here we
in.
go.
I
Found
have
mental
to
block.
be out of
We'll
my
come back to
haven
it in
then,
just
I
a minute.
suppose. Okay, action 1. I'm going to play Darius.
Darius Wolf going out for the Tremere.
The ultimate blocker.
Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Louie and the Blowfish.
That's action
I only
1.
want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Action 2. I don't like it very much, but feel like I have to. I will do a social attack on Duck.
Finally,
Social
get some
on the
rival on rival
doctor.
action here.
Let's see.
Big Doc getting targeted. One social soaking has a vagrant.
All right. Flip him.
Intimidation.
0 damage, I think, but you
Yeah.
get feared.
Okay.
The
Looks
fear.
like intimidation for the fear with Doc. Not a hard thing to, not an easy thing to do.
Right, because you get 2 and you have 1. Yeah, that's 0. And then let's see, torpor mending.
Let's go and take a look at that mental block card. Ongoing, your foes may not play cards with the same
live
name
dangerously?
cards attached to this. Auspex exhaust. Detach any card to this.
I mean, I'm already living dangerously.
Target foe's library to this card.
1 here for sure.
Good way to cripple a deck.
I don't think I should go down to 3 with her though.
Science is still thinking about his turn. I'm going to leave you over here with the city deck.
Darius.
I am going to go get some wine.
Yikes.
Be right
Feels
back.
bad. And then draw 2. And you go ahead.
Okay, step by step, so I don't group anything. Oh, I did it.
You did it.
Ooh.
Okay, Bruno comes back.
Bruno does not come back because of the cable car.
Bruno doesn't
Yep.
come back.
He stays out there.
Yeah.
Okay, first action.
Umberto.
Okay.
I don't see a lot of Umberto. Where you been hiding, Umberto?
Next action. Bruno is going to do a mental on Smoke.
Mental attack on Bruno. Rival on rival action.
I am going to. It's a 1. So let's say it's a 3.
Ravyes is doing some math.
Okay, I'll just take it.
He's going to take it.
No card.
Got it. So it's going to be
How much?
1 damage. And then you discard 2 cards.
Looks like Drew is playing the perfect deck to hit a knowledge is power agenda. Going straight for his cards.
You and
Okay, I'm going to discard, or I'm going to lose my health. I lose 2.
Drew going real big in on his
2.
rival.
All right.
Drawing 2. Here comes a flip. 3 sads out
Another
there.
sad.
No one has touched a sad all game.
I'm at the end of your turn, Drew. I'm going to do a blood draw.
Yeah, she gets a free heal too, which I did not give her.
First action.
Mixes up.
I will play Vamp.
Vamp is being played.
Bunny.
Benitez. What an odd deck. You have Toreador, Malkavian, and Tremere. What is going on? Haven is triggered. Has another action. Unhosted.
With my free unhosted action, I will draw a card.
Draw a card from the library. Bunny on top.
Join this party and I will. Be too much. Have to draw another card.
That'll be 3 actions, 1 unhosted of those. Just put a vampire, you didn't draw cards.
Mending. Discard.
Knowledge's power is going to be up
To
with
mend dock.
Ravyes. 3 agenda. Let's go and take a back look here. I want to see where he's going to take this damage.
And then Vagrant will take 1 sad.
That's 1.
Doc will take 1. Bunny will take 1.
There you go. There you go. That's how you do it. Good job, Mitch. Here comes the flip.
That's my draw.
Okay. Right, card flipping
Yes, chef.
and tapping everything. Oops.
Forgive me for those camera
No, what do I do?
angles.
I'm gonna blood draw into your turn.
Okay.
Sorry about that missed trigger.
He's got 4 agenda. Only 6 cards in his hand. Needs 10 in order to trigger.
I'm gonna go ahead and mental block.
Is nobody saying anything, or is it
No, you
me
probably just can't
losing
hear. You can't
all the
hear us.
sound?
You can't hear us. Which you can't hear this either. I think you lost sound. Somebody needs to message the scientist and tell him you lost sound. Mental blocking.
I take it
you.
as.
Yeah.
It's me not hearing it.
Oh, that's a good pull.
Oof.
Okay.
Ooh, going back to the table, I'm going to let scientists know we can't hear him. But the shakedown.
Is that better? Can you hear us? All right. Yeah, sometimes Discord just does that.
Mm-hmm.
Alejandro's going
Jump back into
to
the chat. Holy
Blood of
cow.
Potency.
Either way, this is second action.
Draw 1 for healing 2.
First action.
5.
Gets another card draw.
And second
5 agenda.
action.
Only 6 prestige. He is killable.
We'll go ahead
He
and,
is in the...
She gets
Ravyes is not in a safe position. Does depend if anyone wants to go in there. Hit that 6 prestige. Take him out.
a
This
blood
game's
draw.
called Rivals. Not called Let's Hold Hands and
No
kiss,
action yet.
Make out.
No
under the
second
bleachers.
action, I should say.
Out of curiosity, whose shakedown is this?
Shakedown,
Yeah,
takedown.
but-
Got it.
But nobody can play Shakedown.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I just making sure.
Yeah. I just wanted to know.
And then trying to figure out what my second action is going to be. I think it's going to be draw a card. And
Not
then
Shake it down.
Let's take a look
mending.
here.
I will
9 cards in hand. Pretty good.
drop a card for smoke at least.
Someone's been busy.
And I'll drop a card for Alejandro. And
Everyone see
I'll
this?
drop a card for
That means he has a little Sombra in this deck somewhere. Where he
Velvet.
has a Kata. Wouldn't add that to your deck unless you had some one of those. A Sombras, a Hurkata in
1,
here.
2. Smoke's back. He's at home. That happens before into turn, so Smoke will stand Alejandro because he's back.
Smoke is the
It's
coolest
coterie,
card in this
hopefully.
game. I mean, look at him. He's coming out of a Jeep. That's an Uber XL. This
Then
cat's
I'm going
got
to
money.
draw 2. Wait, sad first. 3 sad.
Doing 3 sad
1,
damage.
2, 3.
Won't be hard. Got plenty of options. A lot of people in the streets are for
And I'm going
Ravyes.
to draw 2.
Going to the flip, Scientist is ready to go. Here it is.
Go ahead.
The Hunger.
Hunger.
For those that don't know, Vagrants kicks you in a agenda.
Ouch.
You need to have everyone at full health or you lose prestige.
Okay.
It's a bad late pull
Yeah,
for
I'm going
events.
to hurt.
Very bad.
I lose one here.
Defense is Sacred Haven.
I will. I'll just put one on Alejandro.
Still
I
going
don't feel
hard
like
in
it's doing that
Alejandro.
much, but let's keep trying.
I don't think he thinks his rival's that big of a threat.
So those guys go back into the haven.
Hard to see what's going to get the win here with this Tremere Hecata deck. I would love to see more rituals.
I think I need to go into the street for blood here.
No, I'm not doing too good on prestige.
I think I need to
Not bad. Not bad blood pool on his vampires.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
what
see
are
what's going
my
to happen.
options? Going to hurt anyway. So I'll do a social attack on the Vagrant and grab it. Gain 1 agenda.
Probably meant a mental attack on that, but we're just
Then-
going to let it slide. Vagrant has a health point of 2. Sonya, from what I understand, is 0-1-2. Even with the athlete, it's 1-1-2. Either way, more than enough to take out the Vagrant with the mental attack. Let's see how that looks. You go up to a Vagrant, give him a riddle.
I will exhaust Darius
Darius is coming into the game.
and play Theft of Vitae.
Death of Vitae. Love it.
I'm going to, yeah, that's not a bad idea, but
Yeah.
Burn the sad.
There's a lot of sad
I
out
think
there.
I'm going to burn this guy and heal.
Yeah,
Yep. I think that's the way to do it.
I
Keep
agree.
the pressure on everyone else.
Yeah, wise.
That's too much.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I must have put 2 in the stack.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sometimes they do that.
FYI, I did a count wrong and I got myself back up to 3. Velvet should be at 3. I just wanted nobody to feel
Okay.
like I'd done that
Yeah.
like weird.
So he's
and
going to be
then,
taking 3 sad damage, but if anyone could absorb it, he's got full health on all
And
these
I'm
guys.
going to discard here to mend.
Keep in mind,
I'm
hunger
going
is
to
in
lose
play,
one.
so we will be losing
For the
prestige
hunger, and
for
then I'm going
vampires
to
that are not on
take
maximum
1
health.
on the Vagrant, 1 here, and 1 on Bianca.
There we go.
And then draw 2 cards. Go ahead.
Gallery opening.
Not gonna do it.
I'm gonna pass as well.
Well, I will do it. Let's see. I will discard. I'll just go with these 2.
Scientist.
Home
I
and back
think
again.
I'm just going to skip it.
Honestly, I'm gonna play Karma.
I want you to be honest, always.
Always.
A little flirtation going on there between the rivals. Let's see what happens. Someone can move their hand. 3.
Yeah, I like that Drew Tucker art, but I won't get into that.
I don't. I just don't love it all. My
Yeah, I love
second
his art.
action, I'm gonna draw.
So we
What'd you
just
say,
have
Zamichi?
I love his
Oh, me and you.
Is
We're
that-
like the only people who like Drew Tucker. I like Doc.
Yeah, Doc's my favorite. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Bunny is a little weird. Bunny's a little weird.
Bella's Miley's favorite. Bella Forehead.
Yeah.
Karma looks
yeah, I
like
think
we're
he has
young.
an interesting style, but like for me, it stands out too much compared
Yeah.
to everything else in the game.
Yeah.
It's very
So-
like overtly ugly, you know,
hmm
but that's like the intention.
I hope he
Carmela,
does a lot of the Zamisi.
Yeah, I feel like he
That
would do
would
a
be
good
awesome.
Zamisi.
Yeah.
Maybe like one. I know people are annoyed with him. I like him. If he's on the stream, I like your work.
well, Karma looks like
Distinctive.
Rihanna at Burning Man. I'm
Okay,
waiting for
I'm
everyone to
gonna
say
lose
that
one.
joke. Whoa, what is happening here? Drew
Oh
down to
my,
3
I never
prestige?
realized how gruesome the picture on Alejandro actually is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of body parts.
Yep,
He's doing some of that blood magic study, you know?
yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good
Oh,
too.
goodness me. Look at that.
Vagrant.
There's a dude on the... What is this? Pinhead?
Okay.
Another Vagrant. 3 sad. No
I'm
one
gonna,
is
I'm gonna
touching
do a
the sad.
blood draw on your turn. At the end of your turn.
This was gonna happen. Doc's gonna come out,
Big dog.
make an attack.
Make an attack.
Actually, not yet.
Nope. Small dog.
We are going to use Doc's ability first. Spend 1 prestige to mend everyone in his party.
That's smart.
See, that happened to me where the double was in there. Okay.
Alright, so... Checking in with actions. Doc just did a worldwide mend. Everyone in the party. Looks like they're all going to the
I'll
streets.
send Doc out. Grab this Vagrant.
2 Vagrants on Doc.
Gives me a point.
Gives him a point from hunger. Only at 2 agenda, not doing too well. I believe he is the short straw in this game. Look around the board. Plenty of cards in hand. Let's see what's coming. Bunny is a vicious
I will
card.
then draw a card.
Nothing's happening. I don't know. Is Mitch intimidated by the table? There's a lot out
Okay.
here.
No need for mending, so no hunger. Both the Vagrants will take sad. And then Faith will take 1.
Haven't seen Mitch's deck do very much yet.
Okay.
Playing the slow game. His rival
Ooh, that's
is
a bummer.
Scientist, who is
Yikes.
vulnerable with 5 prestige. Here comes Knowledge is Power. We have bar tunnels. Every character in On Their Havens is a separate party. That is not good for Knowledge is Power, because he does count on blockers when he's out in the streets.
What do I do?
Shakedown, takedown. Don't pull my audio from YouTube, please. Does anyone remember Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy?
I think turtle makes a lot of sense. I'm going to Alejandro. I'm gonna blood of potency.
2 Blood of Potencies.
Actually, no. Sorry, I'm gonna blood draw, and then blood of potency.
That's smart. Get the mend.
If you don't mind.
And I believe that
Sorry.
Alejandro is at a blood potency of
I
2.
think he was exhausted.
2 plus 6. That's a 10 BP vampire, ladies and gentlemen.
More from blood of potency. And I'm going to.
That was the first action. Debating on the second action, Velvet Smoke ready to go. 3 sat out there, no one's touched them. 7 agenda, the current leader.
I'm gonna take a swing on. Mitch.
Me?
Whoa.
Yeah. Wait,
I'm
no, I don't want
surprised
to
too.
kill you. I don't
Yeah.
want to kill you. For some reason, I thought you were my
Whew.
Ravyes. So y'all are in different parties, right?
Yup.
I don't want
And
to
you
kill
got
you.
who's your leader? Your leader's Sonia. That's
What would
gonna
I
be
do
hard to
without
kill.
you? You
So I want to
complete me.
I mean, I could just kill Bianca, but you kind of want that. But you don't have 2 thingies yet, and you're gonna lose that next turn.
Yep.
So I feel like I can just one-shot Bianca. for a
Nothing
point.
scarier than a knowledge's power deck talking
Or I could
about
take something in the city.
one-shotting people.
Well, I think I don't want other people to die, even though I don't like that Drew over here is hitting me so hard. But I don't want him to die from sad. So I think I'm gonna try to take out a sad.
God loves you.
Please don't kill me. You know, I know you can't actually tell me you're not going to try to kill me, but please don't kill me.
Drew is
I'm going to
absolutely
do
going
that
in.
to take out a sad because it's also causing me a lot of stress. And then that's my second action.
8 agenda with Ravyes. He is the current
Mending
agenda leader.
first. Let's mend.
Taking a quick
Let's
swipe
mend
around the board.
here.
Yep.
And here. And here.
This is going to be a
Well,
tough
Rob, I can't
game for
promise
him to
that I won't
lose.
try and kill you, but I can almost guarantee that I will not be able to kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose 1 from the hunger during end of turn effects because I have smoke that's not healed up. Oh wait,
And
and
Alejandro
also
also.
2, so 2. Yeah.
Dude, down to 4.
And then I'm gonna stand Alejandro end of turn effects. Not much good that does me, but why not?
So Ravyes is at 4 prestige. She is vulnerable.
And I'm gonna keep Shakedown because I think it's probably one of the best cards I'm gonna pull. That is a problem for me.
I don't think it's going to do much good for Rob.
Now I'm
He's
gonna
at
move
4
to
prestige. If I was
sad.
his rival,
I'll do
dig into that. Get him in the kidneys.
1 here. And I'll do 1 off Alejandro.
Alejandro's playing
Leaving
this
him
game
at
great.
exactly 6.
2 blood potency.
Like he's not damaged at all.
And smoke's at 2. Almost as if he's not damaged at all. But he is sitting out there alone, which is a real scary proposition. Okay. Doing my 2 draws. Go
Waiting
ahead.
for the flip. Another
Ah,
sad.
well. I tried.
That doesn't
Could've been
help
worse.
very many people. I think when it's Drew's turn, we're going to see some problems.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Defense of Sacred Haven, no
Lance
more
goes
secrecy.
away.
Didn't really do him very much good. I know the deck.
Start
Hong
of
is playing.
turn.
Hunger goes away, correct, right? Yeah.
Yes. I will
Hong
switch
is
one
a friend
on
of the channel
Alejandro.
and the stream. He's been on this stream before. He plays a Tremere deck where it is masterfully done. He has 4 secrecy.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
Defense of Sacred Haven, a key to the
100
Elysium.
portals. Chef.
Scientist is thinking about his next turn. I'm drinking a Malbec from Argentina.
Okay. 4, 3, and 1.
Still debating his turn. A lot of options here, but I would love to see a ritual come out. Hekata rituals are dependent on the burn pile. Let's see if we can take a look here. Nope. I do not have the
I think
options.
for my first action, going to exhaust 1 and 2 to play Truth of Blood.
Nope, that does not
Darius
work.
doesn't have a.
Oh, you're right.
Yay.
I'm glad that players
Not
caught
like
it.
that.
You
That's
do need a
right.
vampire with
I
Thog
like
Liturgy in order to tap to
I have
reduce
to
the
spend
action
2 actions
cost.
and then I'll have an unhosted action.
He is right. It is running the
Yeah, I
chantry.
think I have to do it. Truth of Blood, spending. Yeah, I guess 1 on Darius.
Yes,
and then
Truth
the
of
2
Blood is a
from
very cool
Alejandro.
ritual. You pay a prestige, you remove 1 blood from this
Gain 2
card, and you
points.
make someone lose an agenda. He is absolutely going to be hitting Ravyes' deck. The Knowledge is Power, currently sitting at 8
That's
agenda. Let's see if he
Fieldspot.
triggers it now.
You're at 8, so
8 to
oh,
13.
this one doesn't really care about it.
Still debating.
And I
That is
gain
his-
1 unhosted action.
Those were his actions. He does have 1 unhosted. He can draw, play Vampire with 5 prestige. I think he's drawing.
Who else do I have in the deck? I know 1 card. Trying to remember the last vampire that I have there. Pose. I guess I'll just draw a card from my unhosted. Then I will discard 2 mend.
Discarding a
And
many.
the
Let's
one
go to the
here.
street. The big turn is coming up. Drew is the man. One of the best people you'll ever meet in real life, ladies and gentlemen. I can guarantee that. And from what I can tell you right now, he is the one that
And one
needs to start
here.
hitting Ravyes, or he's going to take the game. Probably.
And I will take the last sad damage here.
At 8, needs to get to 14. Not a hard thing to do.
And I'm going to draw 2 cards.
All right, let's see what's coming. We have
Tour
the
guide.
tour guide.
Always a favorite.
She's just very charismatic.
Yep. Nobody wants Prince, huh?
Ha, that's great. Strength
Strength
in
in numbers, the first time, yeah.
Ooh, I still haven't flipped mine.
Which one is the vampire that's coming down off of the ladder? And which one's the one coming out of the trash can?
Asking for some meta questions
my
here.
question.
Oscar, the Grouch,
Yeah,
the
I think
trash can vampire.
Yeah, Umberto's coming out of the down off the ladder, and Bruno's coming out of the trash.
That's Bruno. That was
Yeah.
a rough. That was a rough. line.
Ventru.
That's right.
Ventru,
Had
known for living in trash cans. Yeah.
a rough night.
Okay, Hail Mary time, guys.
I love it. Dumpster
Oh
diving.
no.
He really is
Ooh.
going into the dumpster.
Yeah.
What's he gonna pull from the dumpster?
Whoa!
I think
You
he
just dealt cards.
Yeah,
I think
You just
this
dealt your
was
discard.
he's
yours.
dumped cards. Everyone
This
at the
is
table.
what I got.
Dumpster dive does not give cards to all the players at the table, just so you know. Looks like Spirit's Touch. Don't know what he pulled.
Oh, is that the one you wanted? The Spirit's Touch, and you're playing it?
We lose you, Drew.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm immediately gonna play Bad Touch or Spirit's Touch with the Addict.
Bad touch.
Bad Touch. That's
Me and
it's
you,
a great
baby,
song.
ain't nothing but mammals. So let's Spirit's Touch.
And like mammals, will you please flip this card for me?
Which one?
The top of your library.
Please.
Oh,
Mental block.
you do get your.
Okay, he straightens.
Yeah, that gets discarded.
Hail Mary
Full of
failed.
grace. The Lord is with me.
Okay, gonna mend 1.
Are you in the streets or are you in the Haven?
Oh, I'm definitely in the streets. I'm playing to win now.
All
Mend
right.
2.
Playing to win with 3 agenda.
Gonna mend.
Right,
that's
because
my
of yeah, we
3.
already talked about strength in numbers. I forgot about
Yeah, so I will do that, and then as I will just not change my board state,
Let's go to the flip.
and then I'll draw 2.
It's possible for
And
Ravyes
they're
to
also
win on his
Bruce, your turn.
turn.
Vagrant.
Last Vagrant.
Grunt.
Okay. First action.
Here comes Mitch.
We're going to play Fook.
Fookdeen.
Got it. I believe it's pronounced Fuwak.
Huh.
I
Actually-
looked it up, and I'm pretty sure it's Fook.
Could be. Could be.
For all
Mr. Din. How about that?
for all the adults at home, that's
Okay.
fucked in.
So first
just so we're clear.
action.
Is
That's
attacking
mine.
an unhosted action?
No, it is hosted. Anytime you exhaust a vampire to perform the action, it's hosted.
That makes
Got
sense. That's the
For
hosting.
my unhosted, I will draw a card.
It's a lot of cards you got there.
Yeah,
Tons of cards.
I think I'll play some.
Let's
It's
go.
almost like
Let's
you're
do
playing
it.
my
That was the
deck.
first action.
I
like
will
a ritual.
play Blood Makes Noise.
Oh,
Okay.
Take
interesting.
one here. One here.
Is that your last
And
action, or is that?
Yes, this would
Okay.
be my final action.
I'll do blood draw.
He can do his.
I draw a card because of faith. I will then use Blood Makes Noise and gain 1.
Interesting. Using it to gain some prestige, get a little buffer going on. That was his final action. We're gonna go to Ravyes. who's
Are you
sitting
guys
at
ready
8
for my deck to
agenda.
turn up?
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
big words.
Turnt to get turnt.
I will then use Doc to spend 1 to heal everyone in the party.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. Oh, I love
Dude,
it.
Bruno's already turnt.
And then I will use Fook to his ability to put a blood on Blood Makes Noise.
Sounds good.
Now Blood Makes
Mending.
Noise, sitting at 3. Looks like Bruno's dancing. Oh, we missed it.
I will trade that.
Waiting for the flip. We got the men.
And then one
Ravyes is
there.
up the ship leader.
Sad damage. 1 on the Vagrant. Here, I can do
Don't think he can
1 on
get
the other Vagrant.
to 13 this turn, but he can probably
And
get to
then
12.
1 on Doc.
With 12 agenda, that will
Alright.
pretty much secure his win.
And I draw.
All right. We're in extra
In
innings.
overtime.
Yep. But this is gone, luckily. I'm gonna
Oh, and I
gonna-
forgot to flip my agenda and
blood draw on your turn,
get the points.
and then start my turn like so. Sorry, I keep on missing that trigger. It's not intentional. And
4
I'm going
prestige,
to
8 agenda. Big turn coming.
move
Lots
to
of
the
points in the
streets.
streets.
And I'm going to attack the tour guide, mental, and that's enough because luckily I have 2 already because of student.
Yep.
And I'm going to eat tour guide.
There's the men.
Gets me up to 5. Gets me a draw.
5
That
blood
gets me 3 points.
3 points. Takes him up to 11.
And I'm up to 5. 1, 2.
Not sure if he can get 2 agenda here, but
3
if
of
he does,
those.
I'll say this: if Ravyes had
And-
some balls, he'd go for Prince. Come on. You already won this game. You already won.
What do I want to do
Go
for my second
Prince.
action? That's a great question.
You want to go for Prince. Real men
I'm
go for
going
Prince.
To
Real men go for Prince.
grab a vagrant with smoke in his own party.
It's a safe play. It's a 9-iron.
And then I'm moving to mending. Let's mend here. Let's
All right.
mend here.
We are
and let's
listening
mend
to mending. We are going to
here.
look for the
A
flip,
mend
which
for you.
won't happen.
An amend for you.
and to mend for you. And then let's drop these cards in the old discard. Then
Yeah.
we'll do end of turn. Alejandro stands. And then we're gonna do sad. We're gonna be sad about it. We're gonna take 1 on the vagrant. We're gonna
That's
take
a
2 on smoke
That's a
and
joke.
1 on velvet.
That's a joke from Ravyes when he said he's sad
Then we're
about
gonna
it
draw
'cause
2
he
cards
really isn't.
and pass the turn.
There it is. Here comes no flip. Let's just go down to
Okay.
Scientist's turn. Sitting on
Okay.
6 agenda. Second place.
Small party right here.
For those of you watching at home, that agenda point does matter for tournaments. You want more agenda than less. Looking at the board, not a whole lot that can happen here. Maybe do another ritual, get to 8. Ritual's going to take your whole turn. Would love to see some necromancy. Viewing his cards, debating. He's got Truth of Blood. He can hit Ravyes with that. Not a terrible idea.
Well, first of all, I'll switch 1 blood.
Using Sonya's
Well, you gotta be
We're
like
gonna need to do something about Alejandro because he just wins.
Yeah, and I don't think we can stop him,
table-
frankly.
the
I'm gonna
table
go ahead
is-
and say I called this.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's- yeah,
pay
that's fine.
1
But
One-
I feel
1
like
and 1 here to make you lose 1
Yeah.
agenda.
The table has
Yep.
come to Jesus.
Pretty helpful.
Truth of
Cannot
blood.
stop Rob's win. They can try, but highly unlikely.
y'all could try to kill each other to win.
Yeah, we could.
He's right.
I
Not a terrible
can't.
idea.
Well, then
Everyone,
that's
they have too much stuff. I don't have my leader, who I need to play. I don't have my leader. Yeah, I'm kind of realizing how much I need Sonya in this deck.
Yep.
Sonya really is the lifeblood of my deck. But I didn't want to pay 3 for her. That's a whole
Okay.
vampire.
Come on.
I've definitely paid 4 for Alejandro before.
Well, your deck just straight up doesn't work without Alejandro.
I mean, Doc can make it work, but it's definitely a lesser version.
Like my deck also does not work very well if I have to pay a whole bunch because now I lose a vampire and Tremere Rituals needs to go 4 wide.
I'm going to do a mental attack on. Wait, I'll do. I'll do mental on Alejandro.
Here we go. Now we're seeing
Okay,
it.
so this
Let's get it.
could be that card. On Alejandro, I am not going to block, and I'm going to play a card.
Okay.
Okay. So you just cancel out the.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. I thought it would be worse. You're
Mhm.
sitting there with Oblivion over there. I got to be careful.
Ooh.
But I guess you couldn't play because it's a 5. Never mind. I gotta learn these cards.
Yep. And I'm going to do a mental attack on Alejandro.
I wonder if that's the card I'm thinking about.
Here it comes.
Well, I'm not going to chance it because this time you can play it. Nope.
Sanity
Negates
defense does come in.
reactions and
Negates
dice.
Absolution, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage.
2 damage and all.
Love
Alejandro.
absolution.
And then
I've eaten
I
so many
need
insanity
to
defenses with it.
Heal up. Heal up. Heal up.
Listen, doing some
And
mending,
then
but
take 1 on the
scientists going
vagrant.
in hard on Alejandro, leaving him down to 4. If the table's able to clear Alejandro, we are gonna be
And
in
then
overtime,
drop 2 cards.
possibly double overtime.
Go ahead.
All right, here it is.
I'm doing my part to try to stop him.
That's true.
Back. God,
Oh, we're back to the bloopers
I
table.
get 2 over here. I'm just gonna do this really quick.
Aviar
The
says
vampires
that
get together for a small conclave and then come back out.
Mitch
little
is
huddle.
amazing.
That's
You
the
know,
perks of
Or-
hanging out with Ventru.
Yeah. They're like,
The
okay,
truth. They gotta go in numbers. Strength in numbers, you know?
what defense are we gonna call? We're gonna call man to man. All right, sounds good. Cover defense.
Let's go. Goodness gracious.
It is so much fun watching Drew blooper on this stream with
In the
just.
interest of time, he's being displayed differently. They're all in the same party though. Okay. First thing that I'm going to do is play.
Show me. Come on. Come on. What is it? Can't wait.
A mental attack
Mental attack. Alejandro?
against smoke.
Against
Okay.
smoke.
I'm gonna let that
Interesting.
happen.
Okay, discard 3 cards and he dies.
Interesting. I'm liking this.
No, not smoke.
Sitting at 10 again. He needs a, he
You
needs
guys
a
ever
net
see
3.
Starship Troopers?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm
It's been a
doing my
while.
part.
That was
That's
a,
what it's like when Alejandro's at the table. I hate
was-
Alejandro.
that was
Hate him with a
I-
passion.
Yeah, it's interesting. Every time
Because
I feel like we're still like the table is still too slow.
And I need to figure out.
I honestly don't think that you can play like if you see that card, you can't play like you would normally play. You have to
Yeah,
make sure
I
that
think
he's...
that's true.
Yeah, but I feel like, but if y'all don't have like a win, then it's like, I don't know how much you're doing. You're slowing me down, but it's like if you can't pull out a win.
If we could just shut him down, whoever wins after that, at least it'll be somebody else. You know,
Yeah.
it won't be Alejandro.
two things I want to mention really quick first. That was the lamest
Okay,
Starship
you
Trooper
discarded.
reference.
So next action is going to be distraction.
A distraction. Oh, I like that.
Ooh, nice.
Is he going in on?
And then I get to draw for that.
Yep.
Is he going in?
Booyah!
He's
And I'm
going
going to use
in.
that to mend. Mend those 3. Take 1 on him. Draw 2.
Oh, you're not distracting.
You're not going to
I'm
distract.
distracting. I take that back. So I'll mend 2, distract.
So then you get a blood back on Bruno.
Thank you.
Where did
And
you
then-
take the? Where did you take the 2 that are remaining?
two.
On Lolita
Okay,
and
so you're mending and then taking 1. Okay, and then you're
Yep.
you're shooting 2 back at me.
Correct.
Okay, I'll take them and build it.
The table is doing everything they can
Oh, so
to hit.
for distraction, you just discarded the distraction card. You don't have to discard an extra card for that. Got it.
Correct.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm going to draw 2.
The table is doing all they can
Okay.
to swing at Ravyes.
Ready
Big
back
moves. Call me Big
Uh,
Moves Vegeta.
I'm not saying that. Aviar is saying Mitch is amazing. Mitch
If
does
I
it.
do more to Alejandro, I do not think I win the game. So I'm not going to do anything to him.
You're not winning the game.
Alejandro wins.
You're not not going to win the game.
Well, I don't think
he's at
yeah.
4 cards and needs 3 points. You did enough.
Alejandro can get 3 points on this turn.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
one of
he
his
would need
agenda.
to draw a bunch,
Nope.
and then he still needs to play attacks and stuff.
He's
Nope.
gonna draw at the end of your turn, and he's gonna draw on his turn, and then that'll give him the 1. And
That gets him 6. He needs to spend the 1 in order to do something worthy of a point,
Nope.
unless he has a scheme or something.
Nope. He has student, which should give him a +1 on mental.
You have to kill that if you're not gonna attack him.
He has to head the city. Let's take a look.
He can't kill
Yes, he
that
can.
without spending a card.
Nope.
Or
yes, he
you
can.
can try to,
Draws.
or you
Right,
can
so
try
when
to
he mins, he draws.
You can try to hit your rival and get points and win.
Tabletop.
Like have a
Ravyes.
chance of winning.
Tabletop.
right?
Ravyes.
I have less points than you. I hit my rival, you my rival, and you win. I give you the win if I do that.
Pay attention. This is the
I
game.
just need to go for points instead of hitting my rival for points.
Yeah, grab the chef.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
drink all my wine because
First
this is the
action,
game
I
right
will
here.
play a ritual.
Oh, that's the wrong play. He has to go in on that mortal. I believe it's the chef. He has to go in on chef in order to stop Ravyes from winning.
I will play Seek Knowledge.
This is a complicated game. There's a lot of moving parts.
One
But
here.
Ravyes is Alejandro's hitting
One
for
here.
3 without a card. He can
One
take
here.
out that chef, get a point from his knowledge's power, get a point from the chef. That
Boom.
puts him at
2
12.
points.
He can do anything he wants with that. last
Draws
point.
me a card for playing a ritual. I will then spend 1 to then draw 2 and discard.
I feel like Mick's got the short end of the stick in this game by having a
blood
bid
draw.
for Sonya.
Okay.
That's what his deck was built around. I hear you. It's a rough beat.
I
rough.
will discard.
Here we go. Ravyes is going to show him how it works.
Discard just this premonition.
If Lolita takes out a sad, I'm going to lose my mind.
Blood draw 6. 100 does some action.
I'm
So
on the
many
last
cards
pass.
in your hand,
How
man.
many cards are
Yeah.
in your hand?
Okay, I'm going to use Blood Makes Noise for prestige, then immediately spend it to mend everyone with Doc's ability.
Love it. Doctor's in the house. Oh,
I
Must
will
be
then
nice.
use
Yeah.
Rook's ability to pay 1, put it on Blood Makes Noise.
Blood Makes Noise with Doc. The wheel. The cycle continues.
What does this chef do? Ooh. Doc will go out.
Oh, spoke too soon. Let's see what Doc does out in the street.
Make a mental attack against the chef.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I just to prevent any shenanigans,
Love it.
I will attach it. And that gives me a card
Mix is amazing. Mix currency.
and a point.
Good job.
Mending. Don't need to mend. Sad. Take both of it on the vagrants.
Nice.
1 on Faith. 1 on Doc.
Sad has not been that much of a threat this game. You would think it would with 4 out, that there would be a lot more.
And
worry.
draw.
Here we go. 4 sad.
Let's
Let's see what he does.
Plot twist. He's going for Prince.
That'd be funny. I'm going to intimidate a sad.
Oh, he still has it.
I'm gonna blood draw. Nah. Just gonna
Still
intimidate a
has
sad.
it. Needs to get to what? Gets him a point at.
Make it
Needs 6 cards in his hand. He has 4.
And
Sad does not mend you.
Then
Sad only gives you the agenda.
I'm going to Blood Makes Noise for a prestige during your turn.
and
Not a terrible idea. This game may be going to double overtime.
then I will go to mending. And I'll
You have 11 agenda.
mend. Mend.
Wow. Ravyes is laying it up. He's putting it on the green. Slow playing it with 3 prestige. The table goes in on that. He's not going to make it out. One of my favorite photos in this game is Velvet.
And then I'm going to draw 2.
Drawing 2. We know it's in the city. It's going to be nothing but sad
take
from
sad.
here on out.
1, 2.
Ravyes is sitting with 11 agenda. Can't seem to get through it. Truth is Blood's out. He's definitely going to go down to 10 again. We're going to be right back here in another 30 minutes. This game's taking forever.
Good.
Scientist is up. Bianca, Sonia, Darius, back in the Haven. Truth of Blood Ritual, able to steal some agenda from the leader, Ravyes, sitting at 11, taking him back down to 10.
Okay, Truth of Blood, and 1 from the supply.
Still thinking about his turn. Not a lot of options to win. Let's see if he can take
I
on his
gotta
rival.
screw myself over.
4 prestige. 3 vamps out. Most of these vamps got a lot of blood to dig into. Don't see a win here, even at 6 agenda. Debating his options. This is going to be a big turn for him. Might be the last turn he gets in the game.
One blood that I will put on.
Oh, this is a tough one. Sonya moving out to the street, but he's going to do that. It's Sonya's cool ability to put some blood on. If you don't hit Alejandro, what you doing? Where you at?
Yeah, guess I'll put it on Alejandro.
There you go. $9.45, just
30.
hitting the hour quarter mark.
General supply.
I see that none of us opted to throw in a lot of prestige strain.
Yep, so it seems. Man, this feels bad. Sorry.
Not quite sure
I
what's
can't
happening
see
here.
what's there exactly because it's 2 of mine and 1 of his
Right.
own.
Ravyes is the target. The entire table's trying to get him. Second place right here with 6 agenda points.
I super don't like this glitch. But oh well, gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm going to
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
do a
Honolulu.
mental attack on the sad with absolution. Gain 1.
Bumps up to 7. Not a bad play. I
And
mean, those sad are going to jump right back out, but What else can you do?
Then I will.
I will say what I love about this game is every player is playing to
I'm going to
win.
use Darius to play Spirit's Touch.
Yep. It could have been real easy for one of these players to just bow out and help Ravyes get that agenda. They're not doing that. The
And
entire
reveal
table is working
your
together
top
to
card.
stop the leader, and that's how this game is played.
Ooh, that's worth 3.
One. Nope, it's just worth 1 point.
Hmm?
Right?
Spirit's
Hinged.
Touch.
Oh, 3. It's
Oh,
blood
3.
potency. Okay. Great. Cool.
Not bad. Getting some more prestige. Prestige is a tiebreaker in the tournaments.
Okay, and then this looks so sad. I will discard 1 card to mend.
Not a whole lot going on here. Let's just check in. Drew has been hitting his rival Ravyes the entire game, doing what he can to beat this back. But I can say I don't really say a better way for to stop Ravyes from winning. But there's one thing I do love watching is Drew try.
See ya, Bianca.
And then draw 2.
At least I can't draw another. Oh wait.
How sad.
Strength and
Strength
numbers,
in numbers, guys. I'm
8.
telling you.
He is now the second place.
First
for this
action.
game.
Assert authority. It's late in the game,
Okay.
but it's mine.
Assert it.
Yes, very much late game. That's not doing anything.
Okay, next action.
Bruno. Card.
1
Conspiracy.
mental attack
Mental attack.
against smoke.
Getting smoke. These guys are just going in hard on this fella.
Let's see.
You have a reaction
Yeah,
card.
defend.
He's got 4 cards in hand.
Yeah,
He's
it's
going to need
probably
those 4
the
cards.
drain. It's either the
Yeah.
drain or discard.
There
Flip
it
it.
is. Insanity defense.
Ooh.
Ooh, what's that? Bring
How
it back
much?
here. Cloud memory.
Just 2 looks like.
2.
Yeah,
Okay,
2.
so
I keep forgetting to push the button. I'm sorry. It's
I
2.
think
If
I think I blocked it.
if
Yep.
this attack deals +1 damage to the target,
Absolutely.
that foe discards 1 random
All right,
card from
then
their
I'm
hand.
going to
Nice
mend
dig.
one
Nice
here.
dig.
Take 1, 2, 3. And that'll be that.
Not
All right.
what happened here.
Ready back up.
Mix is currency.
Return to Haven. First thing we're going to do is seek knowledge.
Nope. Put it in the wrong place. Seek knowledge. Take it back. Never mind. Blood makes noise goes to your prestige pool. My bad.
Okay.
Here we go.
We will.
Drawing some cards, seeing what he's got. I'm hoping for some attack cards. Look at this hand. Here we go. It's
Yeah,
your
we'll
time to shine, Mitch.
discard. Sleep.
10 seconds left on the clock. Gotta get the ball inbounds. Gotta get in the hoop. Get it to the big man. 7 agenda. Not too shabby. Especially considering that Sonya was the key to his deck and he had to bid for it, so he
Doc.
passed on it. Here comes Doc.
Ooh, I gotta think about how I do this.
Dr. House.
We'll make a
For those fans in the meta, Dr. House would be in Malkavian.
social attack. I mean, mental attack
Mental attack.
against Bruno.
Against Bruno.
Karma will block with a card.
Okay.
Why would he hit after Bruno? It's not even his
Unhinged.
rival. Sanity defense.
Sanity defense.
I
Major
will not
card in this
discard.
game. What is happening?
Right, because yeah, if I discard, nothing gets through, because 3 against the 5, yep.
I love watching players from different areas play this game because in Los Angeles there are overarching themes in the way that games are played. I am learning so much by just watching Mitch do his thing. Because I doubted him before, but I think there's something bigger going on here. We're about to see. Because everyone's coming out to the street.
Join the party here.
One dominate.
Yeah, I can end up some blood.
If Drew
blood makes noise. Do this whole combo.
If Mitch can take out a vampire,
I will then his ability.
Demand Obedience, he'll take out Ravyes.
Good combo.
Once he takes out Ravyes,
Fook will do a.
Drew would win if Ravyes gets eliminated.
Social attack
by Mitch.
Against
Umberto. What is going on? He's going in
he's
for
in a separate party. Bunny will be in the party.
We'll lead a block.
Card? No card.
No card.
It's your funeral. That's 5 damage.
This isn't making any sense to me whatsoever. He went in hard on his non-rival. Got no agenda from that. Sitting at 8, got no agenda on 2 attacks.
Vagrants are getting all over the place. All right.
What am I missing?
Mending. I will.
What is this?
Discard to mend 1.
Plus 1 for
Vagrants
2.
will take 2. And then Faith will take 2. So Doc is exhausted. He's in a party with Faith. Luke is exhausted in a party with Bunny.
First
did
thing
my
I'm
sad.
as soon as this game's
2.
over, I'm talking to Mitch. I've got to figure out what his plan was on that. That made no sense to me. The entire table's quiet. Just let him do it.
I'm gonna mental block.
3 agenda.
Yeah.
Needs 3 agenda to win. Let's go. He's not doing it. He's not getting
the
3
glory.
agenda.
I'm gonna do a mental attack on.
Oh wow.
Umberto.
Was this a king-making thing? Was he trying to weaken Drew to give Ravyes the win on a KO? No, he can't get through 2.
I think we lost your audio.
Yeah, we're
Sorry, no. Yeah, go ahead. I don't have a defense.
Unhinged. +1. Actually, do I even need a +1? I don't think so.
You're at 3 against 1. You get 2 health. Yeah.
And you're down to 1.
That's 2 agenda. That's 1 agenda. Excuse me. Brings him up to 11. Oh, this game is
and just so I don't get drained and lose, I'm going to give the win to Mitch by draining you.
Woo!
What?
Okay.
Right.
Collusion!
What?
Nah, it's more just like I didn't.
My God.
I wouldn't want to get a 0.
This was
in a
so
tournament
tough.
setting?
Hold on.
Sonya.
Yeah.
Hold on. Guess who's coming back onto the thread right now? Are we?
Yeah.
What?
Yup.
Explain this to me. Did you guys chat outside a game? Because there's no way. Mitch went in hard on Drew for no reason, and then you come in and just what is happening?
My thoughts
No
exactly. EC, preach it.
It's more like I've been eyeing that path to victory, and
That's not victory.
I had balance of power and all my blood
Mitch
makes
just got
noises.
to 8, and it was
Yeah.
just lucky because there's no way at this point that I win because every single turn I'm going to get hit for a point,
I
and then
agree.
you're going to hit me, and then I'm going to get hit by sad. So I just didn't see and like I have 3 cards in my deck, so like me even getting a point is like almost impossible. So
Yeah.
it's like either I'm going to die from sad or I'm going to die from somebody else killing me, but there's just like nothing I
Okay.
can do. So the only way I can affect the game is make sure I don't die,
I
which
was
is to
searching
kill
for this the
is to kill
whole
him.
game.
That does.
I had all the blood makes noises. The last had I drawn that, that's what I was trying to draw off Seek Knowledge. Had I drawn that, I would have won with because I would have been able to play another blood makes noise.
Well, you still won.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
got to 8 right
Yep.
in time. Right in
Well,
time.
I do want to ask this because Drew. I mean, Mix going in on Drew made no sense to me. So
No,
was
it made
it-
all this.
The rival token.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
want
I
it-
feel like there's bigger games than just the
Oh.
points, but
I play my
oh.
Tremere rituals very aggressively.
Mhm.
I think it makes total sense because
No, I'm sorry.
Going
I'm sorry.
first-
Hold on. Before you go
Yeah.
into that, I have misread the rivals this entire time. So, Mix, you were going after Drew this whole time, not
Yes.
Scientist.
right.
Yes.
That's why Mitch just won.
That's where the tokens
Okay.
go.
That's my fault. That's my fault. I was actually, if anyone's still listening, we have 3 people on the stream right now. I honestly thought that Mix, your rival, was Scientist this whole time. So in this last play, when I saw you going in hard on Drew instead of Scientist, I'm like, what's going on?
That's
This
why.
makes no
Oh,
sense
that's
to
why
me.
it didn't make sense. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. So he went in because he was getting points that way. Sad are hard to do. Sad might have killed him. Like if I didn't kill him, then Sad might have killed him. So it's like, yeah, it makes total sense for him to go after his
Yeah.
rival at that point.
And I've seen this in tournament plays too. Drew and Ravyes, we've both been at tables where you know where you're going to lose on your next turn if you get put out. So you might as well put someone else out just to stay in the game
Yeah.
for tournament play. But I do want to
yeah.
mention to the
'Cause
viewers
it's a difference
they
between-
have changed the
Yeah.
rules that if you do get KO'd in the game, your agenda points do count towards the tournament standing.
That's
Really?
correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's an incredible change.
Yes.
Yes, but you don't
You
get
still
the turn.
get 0. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get the tournament point. So that's the thing that I would be after is getting the 1 versus the 0.
I mean, I think honestly the tournament point is significantly bigger. Like it's
Yes,
yeah.
But the agenda's
fair.
nice because
That's
it
fair.
used to be it would definitely benefit aggressive or it would hurt aggressive decks, I think, because it basically the balance is a little nicer because if you do get knocked out, you still keep your agenda points, and so if you can get back on, close to the top, then agenda will be a good tiebreaker for you, and tiebreakers matter sometimes.
Correct.
So I think that
and in the long
nice.
run, like if you have a win your first table, a loss your second table, or a tie your second table, if you go to the final table and you're still counting agenda points, you may squeak out that win for the tournament.
Yeah. Well, it's weird too because they're gonna have to bifurcate because within that game your agenda goes to 0.
Yeah.
But you keep whatever agenda you were at for the
Right,
tournament,
for that.
which is an
So
interesting.
we're still live. I just want to get some more questions just for posterity. For one, Mitch, how bad was it to not have Sonya for your deck?
A lot worse than I expected. I play my Tremere rituals very aggressively. I use that Sonya blood draw, and I try and leverage it at a right time. I play a ritual, draw that 3, a Sonya attacks, KO a vampire. I play it very aggressively, not having the blood shenanigans at all hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't come online until I had the Doc, Mr. Din, and Blood Makes Noise combo to like cycle all my prestige into blood around and just create blood. That really helped against the sad. Everyone was getting hurt by it, but I was able to just keep healing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great combo.
I loved it. That was a good wheel. I dug it. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I think like
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Damien. No, you're cool.
Oh yeah, I was just wanted to say that like putting Doc in a ritual deck, I think is a pretty great move.
Absolutely.
Like, cause you're just losing so much blood, but like this blood makes noise and the Doc, that's just brilliant.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that when I saw it, I was like, that makes so much more sense. because blood management for me was the hardest thing for me to get my hands around when it comes to Tremere deck. Let me go around the table. Let me get Drew. You're still, if you're still in the chat, Drew.
Yeah, I'm here.
You were going in really hard on Rob. You're attacking that his hand of cards. It was a brilliant strategy. You know what else? Like I don't think we got to see what else that deck was doing, but I was absolutely curious of madhouse and conspiracies going into this game. Could you elaborate on that? Can you explain it? The thought
Yeah,
process.
I mean, it was a very hard game for me because turn one, I lost my prestige. I run Velvet as prestige for stuff, right?
Oh
So the
yeah,
whole point of that deck is strength in numbers, which is difficult because it hurts your prestige. So this is one way that I mitigate that. That's gone. And then I couldn't get my alternative card draw, Govna. He was the last vampire I drew. And he
yeah,
ended up being too expensive for me to play.
yeah.
So, and then compounding those two issues, I didn't get any ongoings, which is my Bruno card draw. I only got um, conspiracies, which is the card draw engine that didn't work. So I was just sitting top decking, trying to slow this down. I think I successfully slowed him
You
down,
did absolutely.
um, while
Yeah.
just getting piled on from over here in the sad.
Yeah,
So it was just a very difficult game for me. I didn't come on like the second I got the four vamps, that did its thing. I got up to 8 in the end, but I was just never really a participant.
so Damien or scientist, excuse me. Let's go ahead and reach back down to you. I was telling the stream I really wanted to see some necromancy. Tell me you have that in that deck. Tell me that's part of it, and this is the idea.
Man, I wish I could tell you, but I frankly don't remember. Let's see. Because I actually made the deck earlier and played it once with also with Hakata rituals in it.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I think I just went all in for for the Tremere.
I dig it. Either way, I would have loved to seen a Hikata come out. I was watching your play every time, going, "Oh, here it comes! It's gonna be the big one. It's gonna be the nice one." But the thing was, there wasn't a lot of burnt vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Or the
Hikata would not have
Burnt
done well.
Citizens.
Yeah, or excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And like not being a very experienced player of like Tremere and rituals in general, and playing against uh, basically almost a mirror match,
yeah,
at least in theory, like choosing Faith as the leader, Mitch basically made it impossible for me to play a ritual as a single action because I couldn't draw into
Oh,
Grigori,
dang.
and I don't think I like.
That's why I picked Faith, is because I'm like, oh, he's probably running Faith, and Faith, really good engine, and I needed to deny that.
Yeah,
I
like
agree.
even
That's
though
Like,
she's
that's
only
normally I would have
4,
picked Doc, because that would have made all my mental attacks online, but I needed to deny.
No,
yeah.
that's smart. That's a
So
smart play. If you know that you're playing against another deck that's doing similar things, especially a ritual deck, that's a very smart way of thinking about it. Pull the card that they're not counting on you to pull, but they need. They need it to play and for their deck to run. So yeah, I agree. That's smart thinking. Let's go ahead and check in with Ravyes real quick. So close to that win. I was sitting here going like, he's
Yeah.
got it. He's got it the whole time. You tweaked this deck. I've seen this deck several times. Alejandro as a leader, using knowledge is power. University Library, get that blood draw. Smoke coming in there. Didn't see a lot of fear. How are you feeling about the deck now?
It's tough. I mean, it's a deck that people just always team up on. Like, and I think it's like it's like I think Drew did a good job of table talk, getting everybody like committed to the idea
I
of like
agree.
doing everything to stop me.
Yeah.
The problem is that like what I like about this deck is when the stakes aren't so high, that's possible. But when the stakes are high, I'm trusting that people are a little bit more selfish, and it makes it hard for them to team up enough to stop me. And you saw like I almost won a number of times, and that was like everybody had to really put effort into stopping me. Uh, it's Truth of Blood is great. against this
Yeah.
deck because it hits me 3 times, right? It does cost prestige, and I intentionally I put in prestige drain because things like what happens here, like there was a 3, there was a 3, there's a 4. I'm typically running higher, and I almost won, right, in that one way. If Mitch had been 1 down, that would have been a win for me because we would have tied, and then I would have been the active player. So yeah, close. I lost an innervate because of mending. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when everybody teams up on you, as they should. But yeah, I basically have to just rely on people being a little bit more selfish.
Yeah, I was
Um,
seeing that in the
yeah,
game, and I was calling it out that there really was very little that could be done when the entire table gangs up on you. But that was the play.
yeah. Except,
In a lot of ways, this game is a little
yeah,
bit of a game of attrition. Like as long as you can
right,
stay in there, your deck
yeah,
might pull it out.
yeah. Survivability is important. Survivability is very important. And I think that's what's interesting about this deck. I've seen similar decks like this. I want to say that it reminds me of Hong's deck a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if it's exactly the same, but also I would say, do you feel like the pit is nerfed too much? You think it's still effective, Mitch?
I need to. I think I need to put premonition at 3. If I can get the premonition out, then it's back to the action.
Yeah, I think.
The
Yeah,
one play that definitely needed the nerf. You play vampire, make 2 attacks.
yeah,
That was the reason for the nerf. But now I can't draw a vampire, then play a vampire, then make an attack. I can't do that now.
yeah.
I can't. I there was something else I wanted to do. I wanted to play vampire and then do a ritual with faith only. I can't do that now because I don't have the 2 actions.
Yeah.
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 So it's enough that I might switch to the chantry, but I don't know. I do not enjoy having Sonya being the one who has to play the rituals.
That's the thing
She
about
she
Yeah.
has
Sonya.
too good of
Yeah.
stats. I like having her attacking. The unhinged, the absolutions, unhinged. It's your funeral. Fighting comment. Like
No,
she's too good with these.
I absolutely love that fact that you were going in with Absolution because that was one of the cards that I very much enjoy playing Tremere. But
It's so
I'm
good.
hoping we can get Hong back on this stream because, as Damien can attest to, he built a very versatile Tremere deck, which I was impressed with because I wouldn't see this clan as being that versatile. It's very like you're kind of pigeonholed into one or two things, but I felt like that deck was doing a lot of different things very well,
Mm.
um, and a threat
Yeah,
in the game.
and that's where I got this part
Oh
of the
yeah.
deck, like
Oh yeah.
those
Sonya
two
with
guys
Bruno and
together.
Faith backing him up. I mean,
Yep.
you're gonna get the blood you need for rituals with Sonya, and then you're gonna get a 2 card pull, a draw, just
Hmm.
from that one
Yeah.
ritual. Huge.
And so that's basically like the good part that I knew would work in this deck, and it sadly both those characters were played by
Yeah.
other players. So
Yeah, it's rough, and it's part of this game. It's why it's so
yep.
awesome. I think you can watch a game of 4 players being played, and there's so much happening, and never no 2 games are alike. And I thought Ravyes had it. I was like, he's got it. Like, I don't know how they're gonna stop him, but you know how they stopped him? The entire table ganging up on him to stop it out. So I'm gonna close it out here, guys. Thank you very much for playing and letting me watch, letting me commentate. Let me introduce one more time, Ravyes, scientist, Drew, and